we have the poker cats deck to get into. And for some reason, this feels very familiar. Anyway, I hope your day has been well. If you're ready to relax, play some solitaire. Now it's a little less familiar. I'm like 40% sure that we might have done a video with this type of deck, because I think I remember there being two versions of the Poker Cats deck out there. But anyway, let's shuffle it up and get ready for game number 1. Anything interesting happened today? Today was more of a try to be productive day for myself. It's not too hard to manage. It's just annoying when work gets a little bit inconsistent at points. And then you have to fill your time productively. Or I like to fill my time what I deem productive. Yeah, now this doesn't look as familiar. Good. But something I've been telling myself is that it's okay to have those types of days where you really don't have a plan or goal specifically, and you just find ways to enjoy it guilt-free. That was always something I had trouble with, was just enjoying simple moments without feeling guilty for some reason. Can you relate with that? And our third play. Oh, perfect question to start the night. How many of you out there have cats or a cat? Follow up to that. What's your best story with your cat? I have such an interesting, I guess, experience with cats throughout my life. Love them to heck. But unfortunately, a fair amount of tragedies. That sounds so bleak. I'll probably get into it one day. On a lighter note, there we go. Lots of building, but the triple fours seem to have locked us up. Yeah, we might be done by the looks of it. And third play. And I don't believe we have a blackjack, so nowhere for that 7, nowhere for that 8, nowhere for that queen, and nowhere for that 5. Whatever building we may try with our 2s will not lead us anywhere with only one red ace. So we head on to sixes, triple jacks to the negative stats in game number 1. Oh, something I've been doing a bit is usually like balancing work and health. A little update from a while ago. I'm struggling to maintain losing weight. I don't want to go past losing 60 pounds, so I'm trying to gain weight healthily and not drop below that 60-pound threshold, and it's been pretty tough. So, what I did last week, because I want to get stronger, I want to get functional with my strength. I'm not a person who likes big muscles or wants to see the veins in their arms or whatever pop out. I'm just, if I could be functional with my strength, be fast, strong, efficient, that's all I care about. So, last week I made a little whiteboard for myself and put exercises I will do in the week and complete them within that week. Before I did, to introduce myself, 10 days in a row of doing the same exercise 1,000 times per day. For example, I did jumping jacks, core twists, and something else. It got a bit boring and too focused on one movement. So now I have, in a week, about, I think, 12,500 repetitions to complete within a 7-day period, and it won't let me be bored. For example, I believe it's 1,500 sit-ups per week, paired with 2,000 core twists, 2,000 jumping jacks, hammer curls, regular curls, push-ups, kettlebell swings. What else am I missing? 12 miles at the track per week. And I know I'm missing like 1, maybe 2, but you get the idea. And they all vary to focus on different parts of the body. And if I get tired with doing one, I could just switch to another and not feel drained. So it's really fun. And I've been kind of teasing myself. Maybe now I want to start doing, oh thank goodness for that 5. Give us something under this 4. Give us a black 7. We might be done. About finally doing like vlog type videos that I've been wanting to do for so long. And I told myself if I could go 3 weeks in a row meeting all of those challenges, exercise-wise, I'll seriously contemplate whether or not I want to do a vlog type thing, a force my own way, and who knows how it's gonna be. So, not thinking much else besides that there. Just focusing on my exercises, and we see that ace didn't mean to, but we'll go with the 6 on the field since it's a mess out here. Hopefully, updates later regarding that as we get our first fat stack. at the moment. There we go, and with that, we will earn our second fat stack of the night. And final note on what I was talking about. What do you like to watch in vlogs? Because I feel everyone has, or most people worth watching, I should say, have their own kind of style to it, and we'll let that be. I personally just enjoy the hangout style vlog, as if you're just a friend at the house or tagging along doing something. And like the occasional, I guess, travel type vlog, but nothing like, just kind of casual, not much editing. Just fairly straightforward, as there's nowhere for that 4 or that 9. Let's see if we could keep ourselves alive. And that looks to be it. There's no other black 4, so that's the end of this one. Can't put it down. But 2 fat stacks isn't too bad. This deck is really fun to shuffle. The ridges are very well textured. The cards will bend a bit if I put more pressure. But with how they come back together, almost seamless as we move into game number 3. Triple sixes. Fun start. It is 3 in the morning recording this. For those of you into that type of stuff. God, I should really have like a clock right here or something, so I could just pull it out and show you. Anybody out there have a dream cat? Obviously, as a kid, I've always wanted the biggest cat possible. That wouldn't, destroy me. But as I grew older, honestly, I don't care as long as it's just a little kitty. It's good enough by me. Ever since I was younger, I've sad things I would encounter as much as I would help. And I just couldn't think about the tough stuff as much. And we continue. So I thought, you know what? What would be just as fulfilling? And I thought, as we earn our third fat stack, if I could somehow, when I'm older, who knows how much older, like when I'm a kid, like when I say I'm an adult, have a big property and make a little animal sanctuary, so all the animals that wouldn't really have a real chance in the shelters can have an area where they can thrive and be loved, no matter their temperament or just natural tendencies. And where I live, that's not really too much of an issue, but I don't plan to live where I do currently. And I know animals aren't treated as well here as across other parts of the US. Nowhere for that 2, 6, 5, and king at the moment. Fat stack number 4. We took the right gamble with the king. And now okay. Still that 5 nowhere. Bring that 6. Are we gonna have ourselves a rarity? If this is a jack or 10, it might very well be in the cards. Ooh, just a little bit short at the moment. Actually, I don't know, because that 2 holds a lot under it. We just did get ourselves a rarity. What the heck? A triple fat stack victory. And why that's so rare is that even more so, 1, 2 away from a perfect game. Technically. Theoretically, it's different. But awesome. 5 fat stacks and a win by game number 3. Let's get ready for our victory shuffle. Spades, ace to king, with all of the clubs. Hearts and diamonds. Oh no. It may be good for shuffling, but not control. It's gonna be chunky. have all of the reds paired up, but it's not gonna be the same story here. What the heck? Wow. Only the 9s and 10s not paired. A near perfect victory shuffle. Dang. Right, you know what that means. Let's see if we can get any sets. All the kings, queens, jacks. Will that be it? Surprisingly, no. 4s, 3s. I mean, that's still pretty impressive. On to game number 4. And let's give this deck its rating. Back design, simple, sweet. Kind of like an 1800s feel for me. Later 1800s, especially with the fading color. And design right here, like an old rug. Front of the cards, numbers are fairly pleasant. Art style matches the back. I think the consistency throughout the deck may not be what would be expected, but altogether is better as a whole than in its parts. So this deck, with its durability and handling, gets an 8.5. And if you're surprised, let's give a comparison. Hamburgers. On their own, a patty of ground beef seasoned with salt and pepper may not be much. Add some buns. Okay. Now it's just bread and meat, but add a slice of cheese. Then things get a little fun. Add some pickles and onions, ketchup, mustard, lettuce, tomatoes. If I didn't say pickles, that's a shame. Barbecue sauce maybe. Crispy onions, sesame seed, plain bun. Maybe you throw in 2 patties. It's not that sophisticated, just a well put together deck. Simple, but done well. Are we done? Yep, we're done. Here we go. Now we're for that 2, 9, 7. Will that change anything? 8, 6, and 6. Pick it up from here. 9. Come on. missing tens, perhaps. Maybe aces. I swear it sounds like someone's in this room with me. Triple fours. Surprising triple fours. Final game coming up. Alright, let's do it. Yay or nay for at least one more fat stack? You would think nay. Let's see if these cats have anything hiding up their paws. A pause for applause for the pause. Couldn't quite work in Jaws. Because you don't think Jaws when you think cats, you think fangs, not wings. I don't know what I'm saying. It's about 3:15 in the morning. Well, at least we won't be swept. That was our third place, so next turn, that jack will have its chance. Doesn't that cat look like a person? I know I can't be the only one who's seeing that. Black 7, red 5. Damn. Well, there were our sandwiched red 7s. And a lot of aces just out of reach. And we're done. That's why it's so frustrating when you start with a 2 and you can't make a play. Lots of nasty. 10, queen, 9, 8, king, queen. Nowhere to go. Not another play to make. So not another fat stack, but 5 on the night. Nothing to complain about. And a victory. Let's see what we've got underneath. I knew it, triple 5s. And that is it. Good kitty. You comment good kitty below or the colon with a 3, and that would make me happy. Just saying that. Alright, that was fun, my friend. I hope you enjoyed. Please Please have yourself a relaxing remainder of your day and or night. Many sweet dreams when you do. Until we meet again, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.